The Improv Hunger Games. I've set up images of everyone, either a character that looks like them, or just something that I found the closest fit their personality, or an inside joke. We have 24 tributes here, I believe, 24 tributes, and we are going to start now. As the tributes stand on their podium, the horn sounds. Olive runs away from the cornucopia. Wilson runs away from the cornucopia. Penelope runs away from the cornucopia. Sassy Sadie runs away from the cornucopia. Leo snatches a pair of sayas. Pablo runs away from the cornucopia. Hazel sets an explosive off, killing Lucas, Rocco, Jack, and Ruma. Ruma, oh, I have that nickname so set. Well, that's L'Oreal.
Oh,
wow.
No.
Ray grabs a shield, leaning on the cornucopia.
Of course I do.
Wesley rips a mace out of Mabel's hands. Okay. Sam runs away from the cornucopia. Zoe finds a bag full of explosives. 617, aka Rosalie, runs away from the cornucopia. Tim runs away from the cornucopia. Noble Natalie finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. W Natalie runs away from the cornucopia. Asta runs away from the cornucopia. Oliver runs away from the cornucopia. Brandon runs away from the cornucopia. Clayton runs away from the cornucopia. Proceed. So a few of us died.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
dead.
Yep. Clayton receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Penelope severely injures Oliver and leaves him to die. Sam makes a wooden spear. Olive stabs Wilson in the back with a trident. Whoa. Wesley, W. Natalie, Ray, Zoe, and Mabel hunt for the other tributes. Leo, Tim, Sassy Sadie, and Noble Natalie raid Pablo's camp while he is hunting. Brandon hunts for the other tributes. Hazel begs 617 to kill her. She refuses, keeping Hazel alive. Asta searches for firewood. Proceed. Lucas, Rocco, Jack, and L'Oreal, and Oliver and Wilson.
Wilson died?
Yep, he got stabbed in the back by Olive. Leo lets Zoe into his shelter. Ray and W. Natalie run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Mabel is awoken by nightmares. Olive passes out from exhaustion. Tim repeatedly stabs Sam to death with his salves. Penelope attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Brandon and Hazel run into each other and decide to choose for the night. Pablo, Clayton, and Wesley discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Sassy Sadie tries to treat her infection. Noble Natalie and 617 huddle for warmth. Asta sets a fire but stays hidden, or sees a fire. Olive and Mabel get split up to search for resources. Wesley dies from an infection.
No.
W. Natalie scares Penelope off. Hazel kills Sassy Sadie while she is resting. Clayton severely injures Ray, but puts him out of his misery.
Alright, at least I had to Clayton.
Leo sprains his ankle running away from Pobs. Zoe and Tim split up to search for resources. Asta sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Noble Natalie defeats 617 in a fight, but spares her life. Brandon searches for firewood. For all who don't know, Brandon is our new improv teacher. Sam,
Damn.
Man, a lot of people dead. I'm just gonna see everyone's status. Ooh, District 2 still going strong. District 6 going strong. District 9 going strong. District 11 going strong. And there's a few people just singles. All right, now proceed. Noble Natalie tends to Penelope's wounds. Olive, Zoe, Leo, Clayton, and Pobs track down and kill W. Natalie. Asta screams for help. 617 cries herself to sleep. Tim sees a fire, but stays hidden. I'm ready for Tim now. Mabel defeats Brandon in a fight, but spares his life. Hazel attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Proceed. 617 scares Brandon off. Noble Natalie tends to Clayton's wounds. Olive and Pobs hunt for the other tributes. Mabel camouflages herself in the bushes. Tim decapitates Hazel with a sword. Leo discovers a river. Zoe injures herself. Asta and Penelope work together for the day. Proceed. Okay, let's see. No, I'll do it when more people die. Olive tends to Penelope's wounds. Brandon cries himself to sleep. Mabel and Asta talk about the tributes still alive. Tim, Clayton, and Leo cheerfully sing songs together. Noble, Natalie, and Zoe hold hands. Pobbs tries to treat his infection. 617 thinks about winning. Proceed. Leo makes a slingshot. Penelope practices her archery. Olive diverts Clayton's attention and runs away. Mabel discovers a river. Asta travels to higher ground. Zoe sprains her ankle running away from Tim. Pobbs discovers a cave. No one's dying. 617 sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Noble Natalie attacks Brandon, but he manages to escape. No one's dying. Proceed. Tim screams for help. Zoe receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Brandon starts a fire. Asta screams for help. Leo looks at the night sky. Penelope begs Clayton to kill her. He refuses, keeping Penelope alive. Olive is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. 617, Noble, Natalie, Mabel, and Pobbs sleep in shifts. Clayton chases Penelope. 617 stalks Zoe. Mabel camouflages herself in the bushes. Brandon and Asta work together for the day. Olive and Noble Natalie hunt for the other tributes. Tim discovers a river. Leo is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Pobbs is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Proceed. Mabel and Penelope sleep in shifts. Tim severely injures Leo and leaves him to die. Ooh. Asta accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Pobbs receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Olive starts a fire. Zoe stays awake all night. Brandon starts a fire. Clayton sees a fire but stays hidden. 617 cooks her food before putting her fire out. Okay. Noble Natalie receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Now I'm gonna see everyone's status. Oh, no.
Whoa.
Day 6. Zoe shoots arrow into Noble Natalie's head. Pobbs searches for a source of water. Penelope falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Olive throws a knife into 617's head. Ooh! Clayton receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Brandon camouflages himself in the bushes. Tim travels to higher ground. Mabel tries to spare a fish with a trident. Okay, let's see. Let's see everyone's status. Ooh, Zoe alive. Pablo alive. Clayton alive. Mabel alive. Olive. Oh, District 11 is still going strong. Olive and Tim. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people left, and Zoe, Pablo, Brandon, Mabel, and a few others are still alive. Proceed. Pobbs, Tim, and Brandon cheerfully sing songs together. Zoe, Clayton, and Mabel discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Olive receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's family. Pob decides not to go to the feast. Olive overpowers Tim, killing him. No! Now I'm rooting for Zoe. Zoe destroys Clayton's memoirs out of spite. Brandon decides not to go to the feast. Mabel decides not to go to the feast. No, Tim. Brandon bashes Zoe's head in with a mace. Pobbs falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Clayton makes a slingshot. Mabel receives fresh fruit from an unknown sponsor. Olive receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Damn. Ooh, see everyone's status. Clayton, Mabel.
I want Clayton to win.
I want Brandon or Clayton to win.
Geez.
I'm rooting for Brandon. Go back to fallen tributes. Proceed. Brandon is woken by nightmares. Clayton defeats Olive in a fight but spares her life. Mabel accidentally steps on a landmine. Ooh, it's between the three of them. Brandon receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Olive goes hunting. Clayton receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor.
Come on, Clayton. Just eat the Batman.
So there's only 3 of them left. So those 3. Olive quietly hums. Clayton and Brandon hold hands. Brandon diverts Olive's attention and runs away. Clayton sees smoke rise in the distance, but decides can be heard in the distance. Proceed. Clayton kills Brandon with a hatchet. Olive falls into a pit and dies. Clayton wins. Clayton is the winner from District 6. Okay, I hope everyone liked this. It was very interesting. This is how so I died first, then Rocco, and these were the people. This is in order of who died. So these were the top 6. These are the, you know how it goes. And the person with the most kills. Clayton had 3 kills, Olive had 4 kills. Let's see, 1 kill.
Oh, damn, Hazel had 5 kills.
Hazel had the most kills, I believe, unless someone... Yep, Hazel had the most kills, because she killed like 4 of us at the start. Okay, this was very fun. Alright, that was good. Okay, alright, bye.